Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
Behind every great man, there's a great team. Floyd Mayweather Jr. being the greatest boxer alive right now, actively boxing.
True.
And his team is helmed by one of the greatest managers of all time that boxing has ever seen, the one, the only Leonard Ellerbe. He's here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, Leonard, I don't know.
Thank you for that introduction.
Man, I don't know.
Wow.
Man,
Sway, you in that intro game.
I'm in the zone, man. I took a cold shower this morning, so my senses are on heightened right now. Leonard, what are the possibilities of getting DJ Infamous? He just, I mean, trust me, you're not going to find a better one.
Tell him, Sway,
to come do a party with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Man, you should get this guy, man.
That's a Michigan
Well, he
connect.
has to come out for this fabulous event the week of May the 2nd, 3rd. We got a lot going on. So
we out there?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we got a show out there. So we got to touch base. We got to do it. I mean, Floyd, remember, times he's been at Velvet Room in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Almost every other Floyd Mayweather party in Atlanta over the last couple of years, I done shut it down. So
okay.
And we both from Michigan, so that's Grand Rapids. I'm Lansing, so it's connect right there.
Okay.
Talk to me.
What's up.
I like his hustle right there. I'm trying to cut him. I got him. I'm trying to cut this deal, Leonard.
Let's get it.
I'm not
Let's get
mad.
it.
All right. It's a big fight taking place Saturday, May 3rd. It's Floyd Mayweather against Maidana, who just recently, broke down Adrian Broner.
Yeah, it was a great fight. What can I say about Maidana? He comes to bring it every time he steps in the ring, and Floyd has his hands full coming May the 3rd.
I want to talk about that, man. That was just a few months back when Maidana defeated Adrian Broner in a welterweight championship, in fact, right?
Yeah.
And now this same fighter will be fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., which people are curious about because Maidana figured out how to break down Adrian Broner's style, which is kind of a emulation of what Floyd does. It's not what Floyd does, but he modeled his boxing style after Floyd Mayweather. So people thinking Maidana might see some holes, some kinks in the armor. And we got Leonard Ellerbe right here, man. Is this like one of Floyd's toughest? Well, Canelo was a tough fight.
Yeah.
Like he was hitting Floyd hips as hard as
he couldn't hit nothing else.
He couldn't hit anything else, but he was banging them hips out.
Ooh.
All
right.
Okay, Heather, we're talking boxing right now,
I'm
man.
just
All right,
saying, banging them hips.
Banging them hips out. Does Floyd recognize that Maidana, does have a sneaky right hook that's kind of elusive, and that was what caught Adrian Broner and gave him his first defeat?
Yeah, Maidana has tremendous punching power. He can crack with either hand.
Yeah.
He knocks guys down. He knocks guys out. So Floyd is going to have to be at his best come May the 3rd, to go out there and be the same old Floyd. We know that Maidana's going to bring it. Every time he steps in the ring, that's what he does.
Yeah, he does. He's a tough competitor. I've been watching Floyd on Instagram. I'm not a stalker, Leonard. Leonard Ellerbe is here with us, Floyd's manager, and I've seen him, hitting the body bag and, watching him work out. Floyd hasn't lost a beat.
Not at all. He keeps himself in tremendous shape year round. And boxing is his life.
And he gets up every morning. He runs even when he's off season, but he always stays in controversy for some reason. And recently, I remember us reporting a story that somebody claimed that Floyd was responsible for them being jumped by his team or his goons, so to speak, after some jewelry came up missing in his house. You read this, you heard this.
Well,
right?
Obviously, you have to consider the source, where it came from. And when I read it, all I could do was laugh because they said that the allegation was these people were on Floyd's payroll. Well, considering that I pay everyone, I would know who's not around, and the whole thing. But anytime that you're on top, you've had a tremendous amount of success. People come at you, make allegations. It's just part of the business. And you just keep it moving.
So it's not true?
Of course, it's not true. I mean, the same entity is the same people that said that he had a baby by Little Kim, the same entity that said that Lil Wayne was on his deathbed and Floyd bet $10 million on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that wasn't true? That he didn't lose $10 million on the Super Bowl?
Of course not. He didn't even bet on the Super Bowl.
Well, did jewelry get stolen out of his house?
Of course not.
Oh, so none of that's true?
Of course not.
Am I sitting ringside May 3rd?
Of course you are.
Okay. Okay. All right, good. There it is, man. Hey, this interview is done. No, I'm joking with you. Go ahead, Heather B. You have the other question.
It's been public information about Uncle Roger Mayweather, and about his health and everything. How's he doing, first of all, and has that affected Floyd's workout regimen? Not at all.
Roger has he has diabetes.
Yeah.
And his health is not the best, but he's doing okay.
Good.
He's doing okay, and as far as the training aspect of it, Floyd has his father there, and they both work hand in hand, day in and day out with getting him prepared.
Good. Okay.
Just to continue either debunking or confirming rumors, I remember seeing on the blogs that Floyd and Chantel Jackson's, that their engagement was cut off. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I mean, when it comes to, who Floyd's dating and who he's engaged to, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, man. That's your homie right there. I don't know nothing about that. Who Sway's dating, who he was out with last night.
See,
Leonard,
I
man,
never
you need to
do
manage.
that. When they ask me about you, Sway, I tell.
Yo, you a snitch.
I snitch.
Yeah. All right. This bill is like, you're not just seeing Floyd Mayweather and Maidana, and you could easily have just did a pay-per-view for that and got equal amount of viewers. So you guys are stacking the deck. Adrian Broner versus Carlos Molina. Who is Carlos Molina?
Carlos Molina, he's a tremendous young fighter. He's fought Amir Khan before. It's a great card from top to bottom. Khan versus Collazo. Collazo's obviously from New York. That is going to be a tremendous fight.
Yeah, that's going to be
That's
good.
a main event within itself. And then we obviously have our fighter, J. Leon Love, who's part of our stable. He's a future world champion. He's going to fight a guy named Parabon. Like I said, from top to bottom, we have a tremendous card.
Will Floyd ever fight Keith Thurman?
Who?
Wow.
Shade.
You never heard of Keith?
I've heard of him. All these are young, up-and-coming fighters, and of course, everyone wants to be part of that Mayweather sweepstakes, and everybody wants to challenge the best because at the end of the day, it's about getting paid.
Yeah. But that's a hard-hitting guy. Like, that's the one that people think, okay, this is the guy, because he's fought so long, that could give Floyd the most problems.
Who has he fought?
I don't have that in my my mental Rolodex right now, Leonard. But
yeah, the young up-and-coming fighters, they get in there with guys, and until you're tested, you can't step to this level and talk about stepping in there with the best ever to do it.
Pacquiao's fighting Bradley on the 12th, is
April 12th?
Yeah, April 12th. Who do you think will win that fight this time around? And would the winner ever be able to fight Floyd?
I think Manny will win the fight. He won the first one. Bradley's a terrific young fighter, but I think, Pacquiao is too much for him. And, come that night, I'm sure the fans will get a chance to see the result of that.
Okay. And the winner, will they be able to fight Floyd?
Well, Floyd's open to fighting anybody that's out there, but unfortunately, Manny's in a different situation. He has a promoter that, he
called the promoter, Arum called Floyd, he equated Floyd to Adolf Hitler. He made a comparison.
He said a lot of things that are ignorant, but, at the end of the day, we moved on from that situation $400 million later. And that's what it comes down to. I'm
gonna start training as soon as we get off the air. Damn it, $400 million. I'm about to start training, man. Leonard, we should do a music business boxing league. All right? And this is how on their personalities box. I'm down to get in it.
You part of it.
Okay, there it is. Leonard Ellerbe is here. 888-742-3345. Steven, you're in Rochester. What's your question?
Yeah, first of all, I like to say Maidana is too small for Floyd, man. And another thing, Broner, he gonna get beat in that fight as well. Broner career is gonna go down just like Bertle career went down. It's gonna go down that same road because he ain't got no defensive moves at all. Period.
Yeah, you say that because Maidana came up in weight and has been moving up in the past few years, but he's fought as a welterweight at least 4 or 5 times.
But Maidana is way too small for Floyd. Floyd need to just make that Pacquiao fight happen. Because you know what? All this here running and ducking and dodging, he keep on ducking and dodging, I'm telling you, Pacquiao gonna knock him out.
Knock who out?
Okay. He gonna knock Floyd out.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Yeah,
it sounds good. It sounds good. Pacquiao's a tremendous fighter, but Floyd is on a whole nother level. Everyone knows why the fight has never been made, and it's because of his promoter.
You know, Pacquiao didn't knock out Rios. He didn't knock out Bradley. Floyd has never been knocked out, and Pacquiao has been knocked out more than once, right? I believe
he's been knocked out a couple times.
And people not familiar with his history. Vincent in Baltimore, what's your question?
I think it's a little disrespectful, man, not to know who. And you might have been a little facetious. I'm not quite sure, but not to know and acknowledge Keith Thurman. Up and coming, serious boxer who is really making and paving the way, just like Miguel Cotto, just like all these serious boxers out here. And I would like to see Floyd really step up, man. I mean, it's great to see him fighting people that that's up and coming, but I think Maidana, like that other brother just said, is way too small. Mm-hmm. If Adrian Broner lost to him, why would Floyd take this fight? I don't. And I'm happy to see that he's not going to fight Amir Khan, because that would be crazy. It would be a little.
Okay, so what's your question?
My question is, when is Floyd Mayweather, the money team, when are y'all going to get together and seriously put on a real good fight for us to see?
I mean, but let me ask you this. I'm not on the money team, but I do wear the T-shirt. I mean, Floyd got the same problems that someone like Jay-Z has. No matter what he does, it seems like he's competing against himself. You know what I mean? No matter how great an album he makes, somebody's always going to say, well, Blueprint was better or Reasonable Doubt was better. No matter who Floyd fights, people always, because he always win, people are going to think the fighter isn't tough enough. Who is tougher than Canelo out there right now?
That's my question. Did this caller, did he think that Canelo, the fight was going to turn out the way it did? And what did he think about Canelo before Floyd fought him?
Canelo Alvarez is a baby. He's a baby.
Okay.
He is. He's up and coming.
That's a grown man, dog. He knocking dudes out like an adult, man. Canelo Alvarez has been fighting for years. He's not a baby, man. Now that's kind of like
just baby, brother. He's a baby in the game. He still got to make his way and pave his way through the fight game, just like one time Thurman. That would be a good fight.
But see, you got to think about it. How old was Mike Tyson when he obtained the heavyweight championship of the world, when he unified the titles? What was Mike, 19, 20? How old was he?
He was younger than that.
Okay, so what would you have said? He was a baby?
I would say yes, he was a baby, but we have to understand that his trainer wanted him to go out here and be the most vicious heavyweight ever. And so that man put him in front of grown men.
You know what, Vincent? I like Vincent. You're a citizen. Give him a citizenship. Vincent, keep calling in, man. I like your perspective, man. Thanks for your call, okay?
All right, no problem. All right.
Appreciate it. I get fanatical about boxing,
man. You really do, Sway.
Leonard ain't even answering the questions. I'm answering. What do you mean he's a baby? No, but it's interesting because Floyd is such an enigma that it's always these doubts and questions because he has an undefeated record. People don't remember the fights he had, and earlier in his career, he had some brawls, some battles.
Floyd was been put in tough early on, and that's what helps your development as a young fighter, and it prepares you for this stage.
Yeah.
You know, he's earned the right to fight whomever he wants. He's the best to ever do it. He's undefeated. He's beat everybody we put in front of him.
Yeah. So what more can you say?
I'm curious, does Floyd have any like rituals or idiosyncrasies that he does before he gets out in the ring? Like, you know how sometimes rappers, they'll say a prayer, or just artists, or they'll take a shot. Maybe they'll bang out a groupie real quick just to get them hyped before they go on?
No.
No group. Basically, Tracy, no, Floyd ain't banging out no groupie before a damn fight.
Okay, Leonard, man.
That's just
Leonard
an example.
Damn, respect them.
Leonard Ellerbe, thank you for coming through, man. Every time you come to New York, you come see us, man.
You're listening to Sway in the morning
on Shea 45.